Okay. Gotta find myself a coital shell. Or I could just do that. You gotta be kidding me. Don't even, that was that easy. I'm not giving this up, smack! Oh my god. How was that a star? That was ridiculous. You're not even one of my students. Yeah, well, I swim better than one of your students. And they're penguins. How does that make you feel, Mr. Penguin Dude? Penguin, bruh. Okay. Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah. Fun is a word. Oh, I have stuff over here. Dude. It is always much better. Nice. Ah. Washing them. That's what happens if you put too much Downy in there.
Well, I was not using the ball for a while. I was trying to...
Yeah, but if you use too much, that is just a bad time. Alright, we gotta get a missile to shoot at us here. Did it? Ah, there we go. You live with the guy I work with? No, I live with my parents still. I don't have any roommate. Well, I guess my parents are my roommates, if that makes any sense. Yeah, that's what you think. Get out of the water. Yeah, I live with my folks still. Hey man, no overhead. You know that it's like the amount of money that you save living at home is ridiculous. It's like one of the big reasons that I'm still at home. Because the money saving factor is huge. Get out of here. Like, I'm allowed to, you know, go out and buy myself a fuck ton of comic books and stuff. Basically at this point because I can. I'm not saying that's a good excuse, but I mean, it's my excuse. I've gotten lucky enough where my parents don't charge me for rent either. That'll probably change one of these days, but not right now. I see where I gotta get him. Right there! Never said anything was wrong with that. I'm still with my folks in 24. Dude, hey, that's, you know, it's not bad though. I mean, I have expected my parents to start charging me rent when I got my new job. But I mean, as long as you're not getting, I mean, as long as they're not They're not overcharging you, I guess. Got him. No. Got him. Oh my god, that was like clutch as fuck. Not at all. That's good at least. Oh fuck. That's got a strange sense of vertigo. That was very it was very nauseating. I don't know why. Ow. Like I said, the nice thing is you do get, you get, if you're close to your folks, you get to hang out with them and see them and stuff, which is nice for some people. For others, it's not. Some people do not like their parents. I know some of my friends do not like their parents. Oh, there it is. I see the piece now. Yeah, no, I'll probably be living here for a little while longer. And like the house we own has another side to it. We rent out. My plan is to eventually move in over there when the time comes. Got him. Yeah, exactly. My friend went to live with, my friend moved out, and I don't know why he decided to move out. It was really weird. Like, his dad didn't kick him out, he didn't have to pay rent or anything, he just decided, I guess it was time to move out. And he ended up moving in with this friend of ours. It was just this fucking ridiculous dope smoker, and all he wanted to do all day long was smoke dope. Well, I mean, you can assume how that ended up, like... Well, basically, it ended up coming down to the point where it was like... all the other guy wanted to do was sit around and smoke weed. Well, he hadn't moved in quite yet. He had moved some of his stuff in, and he was, like, getting ready to pay rent. And he was working at McDonald's at the time, and he sat down with me, he's like, dude, I don't know if I want to move in with him. Because he's like, I'm like, well, give me your pros and cons. Give me your pros. He's like, well, I'm away from my dad. It's like, okay, that's fine, but what are the pros? Oh, I get to live alone. Again, fine. So my old friend was. Well, and like, we went through, I'm like, well, what are the cons? Like, well, he smokes weed all the time. Okay, he's loud. Okay, the place smells like weed all the time. Okay. I'm like, give me your list of pros and give me the list of cons. Which one would you rather go for? He's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna stay at home. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, that's fine. If that's what he wants to do is, sit around and fucking smoke weed. He can do that all day long, but, I mean, it was driving my friend nuts. He's like, there's no reason hanging out with him. Come to find out, he also kept a lot of secrets, too. He wasn't telling people. God, I love macaroni and cheese. Especially this Hormel stuff. It is the goddamn bomb.com. Many people like you as a friend. Seems like all friends do the same shit. Dope heads, meth heads, end up in jail. I had a lot of that when I was in school. I had a lot of friends that were really big into drugs. And basically what I did was, I was like, you know what? If it comes down to it, I guess I just don't have friends right now. And I ended up, like, I had a friend of mine way, way back from, like, second grade. It's actually more 4th grade was like when we really got to be really good friends. But I ended up like kind of like just confiding in him and told him that, you know, like I don't wanna be around this anymore. And he's like, well, that's fine. Let's go do our own thing. And that's exactly what we did. You know, it sucks. Like I'll tell you what, like it is a sucky like it's a sucky thing to have to deal with. Whoa, cave. Like, that's kind of how I got, like, a lot of my friends, all they wanted to do was smoke dope and drink. And I just spaced myself from them very slowly, like... I knew they would get me in trouble, and so I just backed off. And slowly I found people like Lloyd, you know, like, it was people like I worked with. And then after it was people I worked with, it was, you know, some old friends that I had known from high school that... and elementary school that had been really good friends to me. Because, like, I feel you, that's terrible. Like, one of my friends ended up getting, like, thrown in, like, he was basically confected. He was known for basically just, like, stealing shit all the time. He was a, not a narcoleptic, not a, what's it called when you steal things all the time? God damn it. I cannot think what that's called. Kleptomaniac. Oh dear. And he stole like $2 grand worth of stuff from me, between collectible cards, collectibles, CDs, DVDs. That's why I have a lot of trust issues because of that, actually. But then come to find out that he moved to Washington and eventually got convicted of theft. So his just desserts finally did come to him, but it was that point in my life I kind of figured out it was time for me to give up the ghost with some of these people and just, you know, I had to do what I was gonna do, which was at that point, which is kind of, you know, find my own path. Like one of my friends, she wanted to date me so bad. I did not like her. I still don't really think she's that attractive. My fucking parents were always like, "Oh my god, why didn't you ever date her?" I was like, "Because I didn't like her. That's why." But I ended up, she ended up with some guy that was a fucking meth head and a bunch of other stuff, kind of like you were saying, and it was a shame watching that whole thing come about. You know, like, as much as I didn't, you know, we were friends, of course, I didn't like her romantically, but man, it was sad to see. It's gonna turn around and flop me, isn't it? Okay, no, it's not. Yeah, I don't know my words give any wisdom to you, but that's a one that moved in my friend was going to move in with. He was fine, and then he ended up falling into the wrong crowd. It's horrible to watch. It's like, Go, go, go. God, there's a lot of extra lives in this world. Oh dear. Okay, ooh, that was close. I'm Sheed. Thank you for the follow, my friend. I'm hoping you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, like how I was telling you, my friends. Always like that. Yeah, that's how my friend was. The one that moved in. My friend was going to move in with. He was fine, and then he ended up falling into the wrong crowd. It's horrible to watch. It's like watching this self-destruction. It's terrible. I'm She. What's your favorite game, man? I meant to ask you that when you followed. But no, it's a terrible time. Like I've known a lot of kids. Like there's this one kid I knew. His name was Jeff. Really good kid. What the fuck? There's a green star here. Oh, it's a Luigi star. Day consists of waking up, showering, going to the garage, editing. Yep. Yeah, no, that's literally what my friend does now. He sits around,